Ladies and gentlemen,
boys and girls.
welcome to yet another episode of the 3 into 13 show. I am 3, jersey number 3, Varun.
And I am 13, jersey number 13, Raghav.
So today, we bring to you the story of this brilliant young girl whose ambition in life is to win an Olympic gold medal for India in the sport of golf. She plays on the European circuit, Asian circuit, Indian circuit, has amassed 28 wins till date. That's all. And is one of the youngest number ones India's ever had. We bring to you the story of Vani Kapoor, an absolute rock star.
So let's start. Vani, when did you realize that you could become a professional golfer? And how does it feel playing against those players you would have seen on the TV as a child? And since you are a young athlete, you are competing against them. How is that feeling?
I started playing golf at the age of 10, and by the time I was 13, I knew I wanted to become a professional golfer. And everyone has a dream of playing with other professional players and competing at that high level. And for that, it happened to me officially at the age of 18. But before, as an amateur, I did play in a professional event, the Indian Open, many times, which is a European tour event. And to play there was such a great feeling because I always looked up to people playing that event, and I always wanted to be in that position because, especially as a child, we could volunteer at these events and help them. And all the kids would go out and ask for players for their golf balls or for their club or any kind of memento that they could give us. Have our fan moments and stuff like that. And finally, the tables turned, I think, at the age of 15 or 16 for me, when I was in that position, and then people started coming up to me and asking for mementos. So that was great.
So Vani, you were 18 when you turned pro, right? So what were your expectations and how do you feel after 28 wins on the pro tour at such a young age of 25? It is actually a brilliant achievement. All respect to you.
I turned professional at the age of 18. And I had a lot of expectations from myself because I'm one of those people who expect a lot from myself, and I have to be perfect and I have to be the best at whatever I do. So I wanted to be number one that year, and I missed out. I finished second. I was really close, and I wanted to win the first event that I played, and I lost in a tie break. We call it a playoff.
2017 Indian Open was turning point in your career. Could you explain what was going through your mind on the last day when you had received a full tour card for 2018?
2017 was a turning point in my career. When at the Indian Open, I was, I think, second on the last, and I still had to play the last day. And it was great. It was a different feeling. I've never felt it before, playing in the leader group. And I had butterflies in my stomach. I felt people feel as if they want to vomit and stuff. I couldn't eat breakfast. But surprisingly, after feeling all those things, I went, played, I was extremely calm. I ensured that I keep eating. And I was in a good space of mind. The pressure didn't come to me at all. And I just lived every moment. And it felt as if it's a movie playing and everything was perfect. So, it was great.
So behind every successful athlete, there is a successful coach who helps plan, strategize, execute. So how important has been Mr. Chand's role in your career? And what do you say about Coach Lawrence then?
For every athlete, a coach is very important. And I have had 2 coaches from the technical aspect of the game, which has been Anitya Chand, whom I worked with for 15 years, and recently I started working with Lawrence Brotheridge, and it's been more than a year with him, and it's been great. I would say both of them play very different roles in my life. Anitya sir played a very crucial role where he set the foundation for me, and since I was a child when I went to him when I was 10. It was those initial years where he helped shape up my personality as well. He groomed me overall, and he's like a father figure to me. So not just golf, but in totality, he played a big role for me, and he's like a father figure. And with Lawrence, it's been very different. It's like, we are two. I don't know how to say it. It's like he instills a lot of confidence in me, and I just love the way he works. I needed a new pair of eyes to see me because I felt I was stagnating with Anitya sir, and that's why I made the shift. And ever since I met Lawrence, it's been great. Like, words are hard to describe, like, how I feel. I've never felt like this before.
Vani, which is the toughest shot according to you? And after so many years of experience and playing and practice, what goes on inside your mind when you are taking that shot?
I would say turning the ball left to right, I can do it. But I am scared to do it. I'm scared whether I'm going to pull it off or not. Because for me, I can turn the ball right to left with my eyes closed. I can turn the ball left to right with, like, when there's no pressure. But in under pressure situations, I do hesitate a bit. But hopefully, I'll get better at it.
All right, rapid fire with Vani Kapoor. What's the most embarrassing that's happened to you on tour? Sorry.
So I'll tell you a little secret. I don't really remember any embarrassing situation that has happened to me, but I embarrass people a lot. So, like, when I'm traveling with my friends, at the airport or wherever, and someone's clicking a selfie, I'll just go and, like, photobomb their picture. I'll just start dancing anywhere, wherever. Like, I really don't care who's watching, who's not watching.
If you were to have a dance off with one of your professional fellow golfers, who would it be?
I'm a very bad dancer, and I can only dance in front of my best friend, who's Amandeep Dral. So I would tell that, yeah, a dance off with her would be good. Rather just dancing together, I feel.
Do an impression of your favorite actor, celebrity.
बड़ी बड़ी देशों में छोटी छोटी बातें होती रहती हैं, सेन्योरिटा.
So, analytical question for you. What advice would you give to your younger self? You have come fairly bit far in your career, and going back, what advice would you have given to yourself as a young golf player?
That don't try and make people happy in your life. Just try and make yourself happy. Listen to what your heart says.
So, who's your favorite athlete? Can be any sport, any era. And if you were to meet them, what would you ask them?
My favorite athlete is Roger Federer and Tiger Woods. Tiger Woods, I would love to play around with him and learn as much as possible. And and the second one is Roger Federer. I want to ask him what goes on in his mind. Like, what is his thinking process like? Actually, I'll ask both of them the same. Because they're so different personalities. One is so calm and the other one's like so pumped. I want to know how it works and how it helps them.
Amongst all the golfers that you have played with, who was the most competitive one you have played against so far in any of the tours you have had?
So I think myself, to match up to my expectations, is pretty tough.
You've played tournaments across the world. Which country is your favorite?
So I love going to Australia and I love going to Spain. Australia, because I just love the culture over there. It's so sporting. There's so many activities to do. I find it easier to drive a car over there because it's a left-hand drive. Yeah, and Spain would be because I just get some good vibes. I just love the place.
What is the best part of being a golfer? Is it playing cricket? Hockey? No. Please tell us, Vani.
You get to travel. That's what I love.
Tell us one thing people do not know about Vani Kapoor.
Okay, so I have a naughty face, and people often think that I am up to some mischief. But the truth is, no. I do not do any mischief. I do not do any pranks. With my closest friends, I've hardly done any pranks with them. Like, I'm just myself, like happy-go-lucky. But I am not a prankster or anything which people think. And I don't know why.
Some people find golf boring, non contact, outdoorsy sport, played in the heat. What are your thoughts about it?
See, from the outside it looks really boring, and to be honest, I also hate watching golf on TV. I only love playing it because I feel everything happens so fast, but everything happens mentally. It's not like physical, because we are walking. But if you have, it's a fact that the golf club is swung at the highest speed as compared to any other sport, whether it be badminton, tennis, football, cricket, anything. So it does require a lot of power, energy, fitness, and stuff, because injuries are also possible. And at the same time, you need a lot of mental strength because you need to do so many calculations and stuff. Like you need to calculate the wind, the slope, what will happen to the ball, the way the grass is growing, and like there's so many factors to not go into the sand, not go into the penalty area, not go out of bound, not go into the water. So like it's all like how to control your mind and how not to think negatively, and how to like stick to the process. So it's pretty difficult. I think you guys should give it a try.
Things you are really good at apart from golf.
I am good at I'm good at studies, communicating. I can help people a lot. I'm a good listener. Yeah, basically.
If you had the chance to steal somebody's career, who would it be?
Roger Federer and Tiger Woods, besides the scandal.
One last question. Your advice to fellow young golfers.
I would say is always always listen to your heart. Every decision should be your decision, and at the same time, when you make that decision, just concentrate on the process in life is everything, process in golf is everything. So stay committed, hard work, and you shall achieve big. That's it.
So there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Her own story for all of us to be inspired. Next week, yet again, we bring to you another story of inspiration. You all know we are storytellers in the world of sports, and we are in the midst of writing the greatest sports story the world has ever seen.